Welcome back to It's Tool Thing. Thought I'd do a quick video on the tools that I picked up over the weekend. First I have here is a Cornwell windback tool. I have the older version and I thought this would be nice to have. It's not something I would use for my daily work. I work on bigger trucks, but something would be nice to have at the house. I got a pair of these strippers. I've never had this style of stripper before. I did get a chance to try them out yesterday, and they did work pretty well. They're kind of bulky to fit into some places, but I guess in other times it would be ideal where you'd have room to get the head in, but not necessarily room to really get one of those standard style ringlet crimper or strippers on there. I got this test light. It's a Cornwell item also. It's got a nice long cord and in excellent condition. Here I got this just Milwaukee box. I use those for all kinds of random parts and pieces. And then I've got these pair of Craftsman long-handled cutters. It was just something I thought they were a little longer than normal. Thought it might come in handy at some point. These ratcheting stubby wrenches here. It's not a complete set, but they were only a couple bucks for the entire set, so I went ahead and snagged them up. They're a Husky brand. One of the bigger items I purchased was this set of quarter drive sockets. I've just been running the Craftsman quarter drive sockets for years, and I've been picking up a few sets here and there as I run into them on a good deal. This set here, I've got these certain ones tipped up. The small one that's tipped up is actually a 5.5. There's two 5.5s in that set. And then it's missing the 13 millimeter because you've always got to be missing one of the common sizes like 13 or 10. And then the other one that's standing vertical on the deep wells is actually a 14 millimeter that it has two of in this set. Next, I got this snap-on beam style torque wrench. It's in excellent condition. I actually prefer the beam style. I have one that I use in the shop, and in the field I've been using a regular click style. Not my first choice. The click styles, they do work okay. This also has the flex. It did come with the case, but I took the case off due to lack of space in the back of the shop truck for this video. Next, I got a Power Probe 3 kit. This is the kind of more master kit with the extra doodads. I have a Power Probe 3 already, the basic kit with just the cigarette lighter and the battery connectors, none of the other extra connectors. Once again, it was one of those things, the price was so good on it, I couldn't help myself. I actually have I think it's the hook in the shop that I actually don't use very often. I tend to grab this Power Probe 3. It's more my speed, not overly complicated. Though I do need to start using that hook more. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this one, if I'm going to take it home or just put it in the shop, because when I am working in the shop, like I said, I tend to use the Power Probe 3, and I have to go out to the shop truck to get it because I don't have one in the shop. Next thing I got here was it's a Snap-on rebranded little kit for measurements. Nothing fancy. It was a really good price once again. I have one already of the calipers in my box that I use all the time, and I just thought it'd be nice to have a second one in the shop truck instead of using the old style mechanical. It's nice because then you don't have to do the math. Next, I actually got this. It's a homemade carry tote. It's all made out of stainless, and it's surprisingly reasonably priced. I don't know if I'm going to keep this one in the shop truck. It's a little narrow. It is actually heavy because it's a pretty thick gauge. You can see here. I don't know if I'm going to keep it in the shop truck. I very well might, but I might use it around the house instead. And then the other purchase that I got here, and I'm actually pretty excited about this one. I've had the heavy-duty truck coolant pressure tester for quite some time, but I don't have a lot of the big truck adapters that I need, so then I still have to travel up to the front of the shop when I do a cooling system repair, and it would be nice to get some of these. These look like they were the Kenworth and Freightliner and Peterbilt ones, some of the really common ones for what I do on the bigger truck side. At any rate, those are the items I got, and it's funny because I go shopping for tools oh shoot, every other week or so, give or take. And you know, some weeks you don't get much of anything. In fact, the last time I went, I literally bought one 9/16 it's a Craftsman wrench just because I needed to put one in a set that I had a different brand wrench. I figured I'd make it all one brand. At any rate, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.